Good afternoon, YouTube. I hope your day is going as good as mine is. I just got home from work. It's a little bit in the afternoon here. And I got my birthday present to myself in the mail. They left it up on my doorstep and I beat the porch pirates to it. So, I wonder, no, it's not going to let me turn the camera around. So, I'll give you an idea of the size of the box. I can't really see. I'm holding the camera this way. So, you can get an idea of the cutting mat, just how big this is. So, let's give this an open. I guess we could call this an opening party or opening video. Now, you remember I said I like to build model kits. And see, I've got a whole stack model kits. Years ago, when I was a teenager, I got a Christmas present from one of my cousins. And I can't show you what it is. I can show you a picture. Yeah, I actually wonder if this will come out if the letters are the right way. Nope, they're backwards. So, that's not it. This is something I got for a friend of mine. You know, model kits, though, they put these little catalogs so you can look at everything in ooh and ah. So, right below my thumb, is it going to focus? No, it's not. So it's called Zoltec. It's a Robotech Defenders model kit. And I don't know if I still have that same one or not, or what happened to it. I know I built it. Painted it silver. It looked really cool. But since I moved from Florida to Minnesota, a lot of stuff has gotten lost. My dad passed away a few years ago, and I had to go back down there, load up everything in a U-Haul truck, and a bunch of stuff got left behind. So, it's my goal to find another one of these. Had a big gun. You can kind of see that white vertical thing on the left-hand side of the image there. Yeah, and I know this is in portrait mode. I don't know if that makes a difference. So anyway, this is Revell out of Germany. And like I said, you get this catalog, which is really just a sheet of paper folded up. And ooh and ah over all the different Robotech kits. They had crawlers and robot recovery units and 6 different figures. It's basically, it's what the Gundam, this was available before Gundam was available. You know, I've got a Endless Waltz desk size up there. If that showed up, I don't know. And I got a couple more Gundams up in that stack there. MS 062 Zaku 2 Red Comet and an RX 78-2 Gundam. And a bunch of other stuff, Transformers and things. So, there was a couple of things that I really wanted to get. And they're on the back of this sheet. So, I don't know how well this is going to show up. All 4 of these on the top here are Robotech Defenders, or they call them Robotech Changers. Now, the Zoltec, that was just a, or that's not, there we go. That was just a posable figure, just like a Gundam. Had, I don't remember how many points of articulation. But if anybody remembers the original G1 Transformers, the toys, you had Jetfire. Jetfire was a huge, compared to the size of the other Transformers, plane. And the toy was based on the Macross toy from Robotech. It was exactly the same. As a matter of fact, earlier Transformers, you could get them with the Macross symbols on the wings. Those are highly sought after. They're worth lots of money, especially if they're still in the box. So this one right here, these are kits that you could build, and they would transform in a similar way to the toy. And that one right there, the red one, I thought that looked the coolest. So I had forgotten about these for the longest time, until I saw one come up on eBay, and then I started to look at everything that was on eBay, and I finally got one. So this was my Christmas present to myself. The Axoid, the red one. And if you just want to see what that looks like unassembled, and yeah, this was a sealed box, and I did open it. The box is really beat up. You know, if you wanted a pristine sealed box, this is not it. But this is what it looks like. Sorry, my camera is shaky because I'm using a cell phone. I'm going to be getting updates to the channel here. But yeah, does this look familiar? Anybody that builds Gundams? Or even Tamiya. Anybody build Tamiya model kits? You know that all of these parts come in sealed bags. You used to get like a Monogram or Revell car, like the whole bunch of these that I get up here. And I think sometimes the only thing that came wrapped like that was maybe the chrome parts, maybe the windshield, because I didn't want those to get damaged. But Tamiya was fairly impressive because everything came. So yeah, I got the Axoid, and as I said, you could actually change this from plane to robot to guardian, or as they like to call it in Japan, Garwalk. But then I found something else. Opening pamphlet back up. So at the bottom, looks kind of like a jumble of things. The bottom is titled Robotech Factory, which it looks more like a repair bay. Has cranes that move and little vehicles and platforms and things. So it gives you a scale. I think, yeah, it shows. I don't know how good the camera's picking it up. The little thing right in the center right there is kind of like a little Jeep. And I think there's a couple of figures standing beside it. Don't know. Yeah, it's pretty blurry. I apologize for that. Better stuff on the way. But I often wondered, gee, you know, like 35 years ago, that must have cost $100, you know. Oh, wow. That would be the coolest thing to get that and build it. But I never found a store in my area where I lived in Florida, I never found one that carried the Robotech line. So, we're going to have a little opening party here. Tripping over stuff. Alright, here goes. Got my grandmother's kitchen knife. Old Damascus steel knife. What is it Diesel Creek says? The land of OSHA violations. Yeah, this is highly dangerous work here. Really good knife. Keeps its edge, but I wouldn't cook with it because it gets rusty. Alright. Looks like it's pretty well packaged, which I'm grateful because our mailman is a gorilla that likes to sit on things. Maybe he needs a booster seat in his mail Jeep. I just have to pick all this paper up later. Uh-oh. Bubble wrap. Man, I want to pull this out. Oh, that's big. Oh, wow. It's actually heavier when you get it out of the box for some reason. And the knife fell on the floor. You're probably seeing all my junk in the background here as I'm trying to do this. Now, this is not a sealed box. And if anybody's interested, yeah, I'm going to share what I paid for these. The Axoid, I paid about $125, that's shipping included. Not sure where it came from. You don't want to see me, you want to see the Robotech Factory. Alright. Maybe I can do some videos and tips on how to build, airbrush, that kind of thing as I get things set up here in my house. So here it is. This is the front. And yeah, I apologize, the letters are backwards, I know. Now you can see a lot better than the detail of the pamphlet. And there's that same, that same Jeep with looks like the figures are not painted. The actual little men there. That gives you kind of a detail. Now, it says assembled, this is 24 inches long. And it's a 1/100th scale. So, okay, some of those figures are painted. It's like they put a heavy clear coat on there. So, now you want to see what's in the box. I'm trying to get the best angle. And trying to open the box without destroying it. Oh, here we go. And that's probably one mech. Really thick instructions. I mean, several pages. We actually got the same pamphlet. Exactly the same. All right. There's all the floor and the wall sections. Ooh, there's actually, I don't know if it shows on camera. Oops, let me get, there's a chain in there. It looks like a real, like a necklace. I was kind of hoping, see, this looks like a turntable. It looks like, you know, the mech comes in on one of those flatbed carriers or whatever, and then that thing turns. So it looks like that one turns. So there's probably a piece for it in there somewhere. Alright. It's on the other side. Looks like everything survived shipping. Wow, it's a really thick section of stuff. Oh, the turntable. One of them. It's got little stairs and rails. This probably has, oh yeah, the figures. The figures, decals, there we go. Those are about, well, there's my thumb for scale. So that's 1/100th of scale. And here's another mech. So this is awesome. Oh, made in Japan. It's still Revell, Germany, though. Very good, high quality model kit here. I'm really excited. I need something a little bit more than this card table to assemble it, I'm sure. But this is the kind of thing you build and enter in a contest or something. Actually shows a couple of cranes. Those big yellow things that look like arms, those are supposed to be like bridge cranes. So it will be really cool to build this. It's going to take a long time. I would guess it will take a whole year. Here's what it says. The detail features molded in color, 2 detailed robots with articulated arms and legs, 2 service vehicles with movable cherry pickers, 2 each generator trucks, personnel carriers, and service platforms, 2 movable overhead crane service booms with movable working lift claws and hoist chain, rotating service turntables, multi-position catwalks, minifigures and fuel cells included, and additional materials to assemble and paint this model kit. To match pictures on package, you will need a plastic model cement and the following colors. Wow, that's a laundry list of colors. If you're curious. Yeah, I've got tons of colors. Alright. So, yeah, really cool. Really awesome. For this, to get it here, it was, I think $320. And this is going to be worth it. This is going to be fun to assemble and put together. I know what some people are saying, oh, but this is collectible, this is rare. Yes, it is. Look at the box, it's got a rip in it right there. This isn't pristine. I'm pretty sure there's one of these somewhere in the world that's still sealed in pristine condition, and they can have it. You know, I'll do something to flatten this box out so I can show it on a wall as artwork. I actually love the old, you know, the way stuff was packaged. Just to show you real quick a little bit like what I'm about. Yeah, I do collect things, and I do like keeping them in pristine condition. I've got all of these Hot Wheel cars in my hallway. Yeah. There should be over 100 there. I love the art. You know, some of these older ones, they had just kind of a generic, you know, kind of a whatever car. But the newer ones, they actually show the actual car. Like, check out these Carmen Gias, man. Those are sweet. It's a little dusty in here. Got to go through and clean. This I just got right before Christmas. This is another little Christmas present to myself here. Tamica pocket cars. Those are rare. And those are really cool. I had some of those when I was growing up. Of course, I played with them. But they were really cool cars. You know, the wheels actually had a little spring. They had suspension. A lot of them, the doors opened or the hoods or something. And they were very highly detailed and very accurate to scale. You know, more so than Hot Wheels or Matchbox. So, yeah, I do like that kind of stuff. Like I like the artwork on the Celica for some reason. Lamborghinis, that's one of my favorite makes. That and Aston Martin. Let's see, how long? About 20 minutes. I'll do a little bit more. So I said there's updates coming to the channel. There's a new computer that I just got last night. That's going to be my video editing machine. And remember the last video, the alarm clock that I tore apart, had a built-in CD player. And it was really nice to wake up to, you know, whatever CD I want. Well, I was able to use that part. And I'm not going to plug this in and make it work right now. Just know that it is. I fixed it. I had this boombox. So, yeah, this is a cheap boombox. It's a Linux. You get one of these like at Kmart or Walmart. It's certainly not the grade of Panasonic or Magnavox even. And then this is newer stuff. This is kind of when everybody else was kind of beyond portable music listeners. So this comes from a friend of mine who said, yeah, this is my shop radio. I don't want it anymore. Just take it. If not, I'm going to throw it away. I'm like, okay. Didn't want to see it go into a landfill. So I got it home and tested everything out, and the CD player was busted. It would try to read, but it would just say disc is bad or whatever. I think the display would flash or something. So, long story short, I had another boombox that I found in a dumpster. And it was one of those weird, round, alien-looking things that, oh yeah. Loki. I'm not putting you on camera for being a screwball. Okay, stop. So, like I was saying here, I thought, well, I will take and try to fix this one with the CD player out of that one because they're actually the same name brand. Long story short, there was like a couple of mounting points on the metal part of the frame or whatever that were a little different. It wasn't going to work. I ended up fixing the alien-looking boombox and turning around and giving it away or selling it to somebody that wanted a radio. So this one sat in storage until a couple weeks ago. I thought, hey, let me see if that CD player mechanism will fit in there. Long story short, it did. It is exactly the same mechanism with one small change. The old CD mechanism was one of those where you put the disc in, and then there was a washer up here that whenever you close this, the washer had a magnet in there, and it would sandwich the disc and hold it. This one just has the little balls in there. So you just snap the disc on. So I had to take that out. You can kind of see the mounting holes here. And I tried it out before I reassembled it. And it turns out that it works very nicely. There is like a buzz, like it has a bad ground or something. Not exactly sure how to fix that. And I don't know if I really want to invest any more time into this. It is what it is. It's a cheap radio with a working CD player now. It has detachable speakers. It's not real horrible. I'm pretty sure somebody like Tecmo would kind of thumb his nose at it. And yeah, that is an original sealed Star Raiders for the Atari 2600. And I say it's sealed because the outside box is open. Then you dump it out. That's sealed. So if this was never taken out, it was never taken out. And you can see right here, there was a place where there was a price tag stuck on there and removed. I don't know by who. I kind of like it if they have the price tags on. None of these Atari boxes were ever shrink wrapped. But yeah, I'm a big geek. I got piles of stuff. Things ready to assemble. I got my most favorite thing in the whole world, Serenity from Firefly. I didn't get to build that. It's just a QMX collectible. I took it out of the box and put the engines on. That was about it. But there's things to come for sure. I gotta find a place where I'm gonna store this factory. It's big. This is this card table is like 30 inches by 30 inches. Let's see if I can get it all in here. I know. If I went to landscape mode instead of portrait. Hindsight's always 20/20. So yeah, this is going to be 2 feet long when it's assembled. I am stoked about this. I am looking forward to this. I don't know. I know there's some channels where some guys, they actually take Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars. I can't remember the names of my favorite channels doing that. But I know I'm supposed to look at the camera. But they take a great deal of time explaining what they're doing. So I need to get that kind of camera set up. You know, a small tripod and probably a couple of cameras that go from different angles so I can assemble stuff in front of you. And I'll show you a really good reason why. Cat's over here clawing up, destroying something. That's something else. I buy stuff or make stuff and the cat destroys it. And here's something I actually made for the cat. And he just turns his nose up at it. I found this speaker in the trash bin here where I live in a trailer park. It was a realistic Electrostat 2B, and these are highly collectible. I only had one of them, and it was kind of in a bad way. So I turned it into a cat box. I completely refinished the outside of it. I love refinishing furniture and stuff. So I cut a hole where the woofer used to be. This is an interesting speaker because you plug it into the wall as well as hook it up to the stereo, and I'm not really sure what was supposed to take place there. But anyway, I got off on a tangent on that. So maybe I'll show some videos of my cat destroying some of the things that I make. But here is a 78 Ford or 77 Ford van, Econoline. You can still get these like in Hobby Lobby or your local hobby store. Support your local hobby stores, people. Yeah, I know you can get these at Walmart. They're not really cheaper. So here is the engine for this van. And I'm pretty proud of this. I'm still working on it. Number one, I built the starter from scratch. I wish it was more in focus. There we go. Just stick it in front of my face. There. I need a better camera. So that starter was just a molded blob with the oil pan. So I made a real-to-life starter and also a fuel pump. It didn't even have a fuel pump, which is that little gold thing hanging off right about where my thumbnail is. There we go. I got to work on the water pump, which is the front of the engine. This is going to be completely wired with spark plug wires, fuel lines, and all that kind of good stuff. And I should be able to faithfully make a copy of this because I actually own this van in real life. And I kind of want to make the van look like what I want to make the real van look like, which is also going to be based on a Hot Wheels car. I'll show you another one real quick. What I can do. Subaru Brat. I also own a Subaru Brat, but a little bit newer than this one. See, here's the motor. I kind of went full bore on that engine as well. That one does have the spark plug wires. They are not showing up real good. So it doesn't show, but the alternator is molded as part of the belts that are on the front of the engine. And when you assemble this, the alternator is just kind of hanging there by the belts, which is not true to life. There's brackets and things. So I actually took some bits of metal and made brackets. And I've got, well, like I said, I got the spark plug wires. You can kind of see them, they're blue on that. I'm probably about a third of the way done with this. There's a lot of body work that had to be done to this car. This video is getting long. It's, wow, half an hour. So I'm going to publish it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please like it. If you didn't, then dislike it. You know, it's your opinion. But leave a message in the comments how I can improve, because I want to do this for you guys. I want to show you how to do things. Like I said, I am working on getting a better camera set up. I hate doing this thing with the cell phone. It is awkward as hell. And I won't have to rely on doing these one-shot videos. I can actually film and edit when I get my computer set up. Got a lot of work that I have to do to get to that point, though. I have to find a place to set up the computer and then download whatever movie making software that they use on YouTube. If you know a good program that doesn't cost a whole lot of money, I would certainly appreciate the advice if there's some of you creators out there that are watching this. So with that, I want to say thank you very much for watching. And, you know, whatever advice you give, thank you for that. I certainly look forward to reading it. And enjoy the rest of your day.